Hello, I am Singh. Till this date, I have been watching videos sought by different people for English learning, for gaining complete fluency and communication skill as well. I will mainly concentrate on the topic of fluency enhancement. I have been watching videos in different category, and over the years my constant endeavor to learn, practice and nurture communication skill equipped me with vast amount of experience that I want to share with you people. Actually, in India, I see learners are of two categories. The first one are the basic learners. I won't say beginners because you begin learning English at primary level in school, so you can never be a beginner. So you already know English somehow, and some students, those who are in beginner category, they struggle to complete the sentences, not because they do not practice, only because they are not capable or they haven't studied functional grammar. They haven't learned and practiced on the piece of paper how to write and complete the sentences. So firstly, a beginner is supposed to do a lot of paperwork, theoretical learning. Theoretical learning will enable them to write better, write immaculate English, and then only they will practice. So for beginners, theoretical work, functional grammar, and practicing at the same time will be simultaneously in a very parallel way, like railway track. But when I talk about the advanced learners, they have their problem of own. Sometimes people speak quite well, but they often complain that they lack vocabulary. They sometimes, like me, find themselves in trouble for not having completed a certain term or situation. So, in that way, fluency is not a problem. They are already fluent to some extent. So, in that case, you have to do two type of practice. The practice in twofold ways. The first one is you practice, converse, discuss, find a partner on the app, you join the live discussion session, and it will definitely make your style of presentation better. You can speak better. But I believe that unless and until you carry on speaking, informal speaking at home, at workplace, in the market, with the people you come across at different places in society, I think only then you will be able to learn or to have a belief within yourself that I can translate or I can express. Actually, translation is a little bit irritating, illogical to some people, but I don't believe so. So I think that if you cannot translate, at least you can express. Expression is very necessary. So I think those who are already fluent have some sort of difficulty, that is only to complete a certain term of certain situation of expression, and these expressions are of plenty. So I think that informal way of conversation, if carried for some time like 2 or 3 months, it will give you the clear-cut idea that whether I completed all the terms which I may or which I will come across in the real time of conversation. Now, as far as discussing on an important issue, you will not come across the day-to-day terms, like the terms used in domestic level. Like if somebody knocks at your door, you have to say, go and answer the door. So go and answer the door will not be in discussion. It will not be in a high level of conversation. So you have to experience the ordinary things that you speak, talk, and you do it at home or in the informal way of talking. That is the colloquial language. So I think the learners are of both the categories. Those who want to speak with some sort of style, then proper discussion, high level of discussion is very much essential. The body language, hunching the shoulders sometimes to be more effective. And you have to speak, putting the words, giving some sort of stress, emphasis, the pronunciation. Your style should be dynamic. You should be dynamic, full of energy, speaking with your true potential. And if your helplessness is reflected through your eyes, that I'm not able to speak, and I do have doubt that whether whatever eyes have spoken is correct or not. So it will affect severely to your confidence and your level of presentation, style of speaking. So I hope that I should not carry on and stretch this video further. This is my first ever video, and my whole and soul intention and aim was to explain my concept of learning. At the same time, I wanted to exhibit my long quest of journey in pronunciation and accent. Whichever way I am speaking right now is neither British, American, or Indian accent. It's maybe a very distinct individual accent. But I think that if I keep on working hard, because today, after a gap of 5 or 6 years, I have tried to exhibit or practice it. So I can never be a champion altogether. So all of a sudden, I cannot reach to the level of perfection. But I think that earlier, I used to think that when I change the accent, when I imitate the style of others, my presentation and my fluency is affected to a great level. And if I slow down the pace of speaking, then definitely I will be more effective, because in that case I concentrate on each and every words, and it might seem a little bit unfamiliar, but this is the age where we all try to exhibit we are different from others. We are something special. We have got something which others do not have. This is the whole and soul mentality of this modern age, with many people I have talked to. On Joe's talk itself, I sometimes experience that those who are very, very fluent, they are looking for such a partner, or they always want to be in commanding position. They just wait for such students and learners whom they can dominate, whom they can let them know that they are such a good speaker. This tendency is not a great thing, a good thing, because if you do keep such mentality, your progress will never go to the apex or the great height. I know it's not a sensible thing, but this video is just to test my ability to change the accent, and we should always be a learner. Even at this stage, a fag end of my career, I am nurturing speaking skill. What does it mean? It means learning has got no limit, and there should never be a limit. So we are the constant learners. Life is the long quest of learning, and it should never come to the end, because one psychologist, philosopher has said that if you develop a passion even till you breathe last, it will keep you motivating. Your life will be meaningful your life will be enriching. And I think in whole of India, the hype it has been created for English, that if you know English, that means you have achieved, like you are just next to creator of this universe, So it's nonsensical, but this is a reality, That is what I want to tell you. I started this video with giving you the piece of advices, tips, but I ended up telling some nonsensical thing. But this is the test fire launching video. I wanted to see myself, and who knows if I upload this in YouTube video, some people will have different sort of reaction. Thank you, but in a very formal way, totally focused on the topic. I will do it, and it will benefit the learners. So I will come up with some nice videos with pre-planned manner, thought-oriented presentation. It will be of good standard, that I assure you. Thank you.